Welcome to Your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 287. If you're writing a book or thinking about it, or trying to finish your book, or trying to promote your book, you are in the right place. Good morning. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., Christine-Inc.com. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 18 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that 3 things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they can turn someone who doesn't even see themselves as a writer into a published author. It's like magic. Those 3 things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. Forget all the rules. Forget about being published. Write for yourself and celebrate writing. Melinda Haynes. Once again, good morning. I guess happy Thursday. And this is part 3 of a series I've been doing this week. So episodes numbers 285, 286, and 287. And it's based on a teaching presentation that I gave to my Writers Club Live group. Awesome bunch of authors that I meet with in person, as well as by Zoom for our virtual members who Zoom in from all over the world here to Jacksonville, Florida. And it's really neat watching the in-person people and the virtual people interact and learn together. And then after that, the in-person people get some coaching, and throughout the rest of the month, we have a private Facebook group and a newsletter. So it's just one of my several different ways of supporting authors, supporting people in their quest to finish their book. So Writers Club Live, you can actually go to Christine-Inc.com and get information. But for this month's teaching presentation for January 2020, I chose the theme of 3s, and I called it Tripling Your Book Development Power on the Creative and Marketing Side. And what I did, I posed a bunch of book development questions to my members of Writers Club Live based on 3s. Love the number 3. Such a balancing, supportive number. So I gave them 3 questions on the creative side of your book's vision and 3 questions to help you develop the marketing and branding side. I think those are very important. And as I mentioned yesterday, this is not about jumping ahead and thinking about your book launch and your branding and your marketing before you've even written it, but it's giving enough thought to it to help you develop a better book. So the questions that I pose on the marketing and branding side are not to distract you from the creative side of writing your book, but it's to support those creative goals so that you can write a book that supports them. So for these episodes, 285, 286, and 287, I have revealed all those questions. So today we are up to the last set. And these are the final 2 of my marketing and branding questions. So here we go. The first question. What are 3 ways that this book fits with your author brand? And what I mean by that, think about your author brand. Hopefully you're planning on writing more than one book, or even if you're not, what kind of brand are you creating around this book? Is it speaking engagements, additional products, if you're a business owner, maybe it's a part of your website that's specifically devoted to the book because the book somehow ties into the products and services that you sell to clients. So write down 3 different ways that your book fits with your brand. And the final question is, what are 3 different ways outside of book sales that you can make revenue off of your book? So outside of the actual book sales, how can you use your book to make money? And again, some of the things I listed, products and speaking, but be creative here. There's a lot of ways for upsell, and I'm going to be having an expert on here this year in 2020. I have an expert author. She is amazing at back-end sales and upsells and turning her book into kind of a financial juggernaut. But just off the top of your head now, think about, use your imagination, hopefully, the entrepreneurial gene a little bit, and think of 3 different ways that you can generate additional revenue, new words, outside of book sales. So those are the final 2 questions today. 3 ways that this book that you're writing fits with your author brand, and 3 ways that outside of book sales, you can make money from your book. And I hope you've enjoyed this look into this is my book blueprint process a little bit, my book vision that answers the who, what, when, where, why, how, all the kind of like journalist questions that are very good to answer before you dive in and start writing your book. It's good to have that clarity. It creates for a more fun, effective, and efficient book writing process. And it certainly is something that you can fall back on when you get stuck along the way. And as always, thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I'm helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And I'd love to see you in my Ink Authors group on Facebook, INK, of course, for motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing, resources, and more. As always, thank you very much, and until tomorrow, happy writing.